What's up, friends? So I'm back to kind of go over something that I briefly mentioned in my previous video, and that is resume optimization. Someone reached out to me and asked if I could kind of explain that a little bit further. So that's what I'm going to do today. So if you want to hear about how to optimize your resume, stick around, hit me with a like and a subscribe, and, help me out with the algorithm. So what is resume optimization? It's similar to SEO. I've dabbled with this a little bit, just kind of getting started in e-commerce and setting up my Etsy store. I didn't have any money I still don't have the money to pay for advertising. So what you do is you direct traffic to your items or to your shops using keywords. So it's a similar process when you tailor your resume to kind of beat the tracking systems. So when I say tracking systems, what I'm talking about is a lot of companies, their recruiting department, their human resources department, they use applicant tracking software. Yes, they're putting your resume through a software, and the software is kind of eliminating the not trash candidates, but eliminating the candidates that aren't the best fit and picking out the candidates that are and moving them to the top of the pile. So ultimately, when a human sifts through the remaining resumes, there's already been, a group that have been filtered out. So if you want your resume to make it to the top of the pile so actual human eyes can see it, then you're going to want to optimize it in a pretty specific way. So my first tip would be that you're going to have to tailor your resume for each position. I know it's annoying. Once you hook up your resume, you just want that to be that and send it to a million companies and a million positions. That doesn't work. It's a waste of time. So look at each position that you're interested in, and you're going to want to customize a resume for that position. So my other tip would be take exact keywords and phrases from that job description and integrate them in your resume. So what I mean is, if they name a job position, put that in the resume. The job, day-to-day tasks, integrate that in your resume somehow. Don't lie, don't front, be honest while integrating these keywords, because the application tracking software, it's going to pick up on these keywords, filter you out from the other resumes that don't contain those keywords, and move you to the top of the pile so actual human eyes or recruiter can see it. And when I say integrate the keywords and phrases, don't start keyword stuffing. Have your resume be readable and be impressive still, right? Because eventually it's going to make its way to a human who is going to have to read and understand this. So be mindful about how you're using your keywords. My other tip is only abbreviate words and terms if it's abbreviated in the job description. So if the job description says, BS in computer science, that's what you put in your resume. If it says Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science, then you spell it out that way. My other tip is do not include any distinctions in your name or your header, because then that messes up how the tracking software reads your name. So if you're an MD or a PhD or whatever it is that lawyers have, what is it again? Whatever it is that lawyers have, don't include that in the header of your name. Put that somewhere else, maybe spell it out. If there's a need for it, if it's contained in the job description, then go ahead and put it somewhere in the body, but just try and leave your name as readable as possible and your contact information. My other tip is, and this is a little stalkerish, but it works. Go on LinkedIn and find current not candidates, but people who are currently in the position that you're looking for. So if you want to work at Google, go on LinkedIn and find some people who are already working there in the position that you're applying for, and look at what keywords they use in their LinkedIn profiles and headers and throughout the body of their LinkedIn profile, and integrate that into your resume. Because chances are, each company has a culture, so they're looking for a specific thing and they want you to fit within that. So try and take some of that sauce and sprinkle it on your resume, because it'll move you to the top of the pile. I guarantee you that if there's a specific thing that's important to Google, a characteristic, a skill, soft or technical, they're going to be looking for that in individual resumes. So you want to replicate that. And who knows? It's a little stalkerish to kind of go seek out people on LinkedIn, but who knows? You could be, you can meet your next contact. That's my other tip is, if you have a connect, if you know someone in your network that could give you a referral, that's super important, because that definitely moves you to the top of the pile. You don't even, well, let me not say that, but you may not even go through the tracking software. You may end up right in front of some human eyes. So again, leverage your network and get a referral if possible. Next thing is, be as minimal as possible with your formatting of your resume. Save the fancy aesthetic resumes for the in-person meeting, because a lot of the times when you put graphics and pictures and beautiful fonts on the resume, the tracking software can't read that, and it's unfortunate, but it will reject it. If it can't read and spot the keywords that it's looking for, it's not going to move you to where you need to be. So have two separate resume formats: the really beautiful graphical one that you want to show off, and just the regular text-based, minimal, just easily formatted resume that a machine can read. If this is all going over your head and you don't understand what any of this means, there are services and actual software that optimizes your resume for you. I don't want to give specific ones because I haven't used them myself, so I can't say whether they work or not, but just through word of mouth and friends that have used them, they seem to be worth the investment. So if you go on Fiverr and just search resume optimization, or just Google resume optimization, there's going to be some options for you. So if you really want to invest the money into getting your resume done professionally and optimized, then go ahead. But I would suggest, researching this and figuring out how to do this on your own, because if you're really in the trenches job hunting, like I said before, you have to tailor each resume to each job position. So it's worth putting in the time up front to learn how to get your resume optimized and in front of, actual human eyeballs, so that you know the process and you're able to replicate it for each position that you come across that you're interested in. So, and again, don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you you're not good enough. Apply for that position. Like, you never know. You're smart. You can pick up skills easily. So if you see a position, try. That's what my mother always says. Like, just give it a try. The worst they can say is no. So get your resume together and send it in. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a subscribe so I can, move up to the top of the algorithm. All right. Bye.